Oppenheimer, the man behind the atom bomb. Book Introduction. In the annals of history, few individuals have wielded such immense power to shape the world's destiny as J. Robert Oppenheimer, the brilliant physicist who led the development of the atomic bomb. Oppenheimer, the man behind the atom bomb, is a compelling and detailed exploration of the life, achievements, and inner conflicts of this enigmatic figure. This book delves into the early life and education of J. Robert Oppenheimer, tracing his journey from a precocious child with an insatiable curiosity to a young man discovering his passion for physics. As he matured, Oppenheimer embarked on a groundbreaking exploration of quantum mechanics, laying the foundation for his future contributions to science. The narrative follows Oppenheimer's pivotal role in the Manhattan Project, a secret and ambitious mission during World War II that sought to harness the energy of the atom. Amidst the fervor of war and the race for the bomb, Oppenheimer faced profound ethical dilemmas, contemplating the consequences of unleashing such a destructive force upon the world. As the chapters unfold, we witness the historic Trinity test, where the atomic bomb's potency was first realized, and the haunting aftermath of the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The book explores Oppenheimer's post-war contributions to science, as well as the political struggles and controversies that overshadowed his later years. Moreover, Oppenheimer, the man behind the atom bomb, offers an intimate portrayal of the man himself, delving into the strain that this immense responsibility placed on his personal relationships and exploring the profound impact of the security clearance hearing that forever tarnished his reputation. Through meticulous research and engaging storytelling, this book paints a vivid picture of J. Robert Oppenheimer's life and leaves readers with a deeper understanding of the complexities of human nature, the choices we make, and the enduring legacy of one of the most influential scientists of the 20th century. Chapter 1: Early Life and Education. J. Robert Oppenheimer was born on April 22, 1904, into an affluent family in New York City. His father, Julius Oppenheimer, was a successful German immigrant who owned a textile import business, while his mother, Ella Friedman, came from a wealthy family with a strong interest in the arts and academia. From an early age, Oppenheimer showed exceptional intelligence and an insatiable curiosity about the world. He attended the Ethical Culture School in Manhattan, where he received a progressive education that emphasized independent thinking and social responsibility. Despite facing health issues during his childhood, Oppenheimer excelled academically, displaying a particular affinity for mathematics and literature. He was an avid reader and would often spend hours engrossed in books from various disciplines. At the age of 12, Oppenheimer's family traveled to Europe, where he had his first encounter with the great scientific minds of the time. He attended lectures by prominent physicists and became captivated by the groundbreaking discoveries of the emerging field of quantum mechanics. This experience would leave an indelible mark on the young Oppenheimer, shaping his future aspirations. Upon his return to the United States, Oppenheimer continued his education at the prestigious Harvard University. He was a diligent student, immersing himself in the world of physics and forging relationships with influential professors. During his undergraduate years, he delved into research projects that showcased his exceptional analytical skills and creative thinking. As Oppenheimer's academic journey progressed, he found himself drawn to the works of renowned physicists, such as Niels Bohr, Wolfgang Pauli, and Albert Einstein. Their groundbreaking ideas inspired him, and he sought to contribute to the field that had so captivated his mind. In the next chapter, we will explore how Oppenheimer's fascination with quantum mechanics deepened, leading to his pivotal role in shaping the future of modern physics. Join us as we unravel the life of a young prodigy who would go on to become a key figure in the development of the atomic bomb. Chapter 2: Discovering a Passion for Physics. As J. Robert Oppenheimer delved deeper into the world of physics at Harvard University, his fascination with the subject grew exponentially. He found himself irresistibly drawn to the mysteries of quantum mechanics and the fundamental nature of the universe. Oppenheimer's insatiable curiosity and passion for knowledge propelled him to excel in his studies and research endeavors. Under the mentorship of renowned physicist Percy Bridgman, Oppenheimer explored the emerging field of quantum mechanics, which was challenging the very foundations of classical physics. He quickly gained a reputation for his sharp intellect and innovative thinking, earning respect from both his peers and professors. During his undergraduate years, Oppenheimer immersed himself in various research projects that explored the behavior of subatomic particles and the principles governing quantum systems. He sought to comprehend the enigmatic nature of quantum phenomena, such as wave-particle duality in the uncertainty principle, propounded by the likes of Werner Heisenberg and Erwin Schrödinger. Oppenheimer's breakthrough came in his final year at Harvard when he authored a groundbreaking paper on electron-positron pair production. This work showcased his deep understanding of theoretical physics and earned him accolades from the scientific community. It also laid the groundwork for further research in the field, becoming a catalyst for future discoveries. Upon completing his undergraduate studies, Oppenheimer set his sights on further honing his knowledge and skills in Europe, where the greatest scientific minds of the time congregated. He was accepted into the University of Cambridge, where he had the opportunity to collaborate with pioneers like Paul Dirac and Rudolf Peales. These interactions enriched Oppenheimer's understanding of quantum field theory and solidified his position as one of the rising stars in theoretical physics. During his time at Cambridge, Oppenheimer also became involved in political discussions, becoming increasingly aware of the turbulent events unfolding in Europe. The rise of fascism and the outbreak of World War II weighed heavily on his mind, igniting a sense of responsibility to apply his scientific expertise to the betterment of humanity. As the chapter concludes, we witness Oppenheimer's return to the United States, armed with a wealth of knowledge and a burning desire to make a significant impact on the world stage. Join us in the next chapter as we explore the path that led him to the pivotal role of guiding the Manhattan Project, an endeavor that would forever alter the course of history. Chapter 3: The Birth of Quantum Mechanics. Upon returning to the United States from his formative experiences in Europe, J. Robert Oppenheimer was a transformed man. His time at the University of Cambridge had deepened his understanding of quantum mechanics and theoretical physics, while also broadening his awareness of the global political landscape. Back in the States, Oppenheimer joined the faculty at the University of California, Berkeley, where he continued his research and teaching endeavors. He quickly gained a reputation as a charismatic and influential lecturer, captivating students and colleagues alike with his passion for physics and his ability to explain complex concepts in an accessible manner. During this period, quantum mechanics was still a relatively young field, characterized by ongoing debates and profound uncertainties. Oppenheimer eagerly engaged in these discussions, contributing his unique insights to the development of the theory. He collaborated with other prominent physicists of the time, such as Enrico Fermi and Wolfgang Pauli, sharing ideas and refining the emerging principles of quantum mechanics. One of the key areas of Oppenheimer's research during this time was the theory of neutron stars. He explored the behavior of matter under extreme gravitational forces, laying the groundwork for future discoveries in astrophysics. Oppenheimer's work on neutron stars would prove to be influential in understanding celestial phenomena, such as black holes, and their interactions with surrounding space. As World War II escalated, the world became increasingly engulfed in conflict and uncertainty. The rise of Nazi Germany and its pursuit of atomic weapons deeply troubled Oppenheimer. He could not ignore the potential consequences of the destructive power that harnessing atomic energy could bring. In 1942, Oppenheimer was approached by the United States government to lead the top-secret Manhattan Project. This ambitious and clandestine mission aimed to develop an atomic bomb before Nazi Germany could achieve the same. Oppenheimer recognized the moral and ethical complexities of this undertaking, but he believed that the potential devastation caused by the Axis powers was a greater threat to humanity. Taking up the leadership of the Manhattan Project, Oppenheimer assembled a team of brilliant scientists from around the world. The Los Alamos Laboratory in New Mexico became the epicenter of their efforts. Here, under Oppenheimer's guidance, the world's greatest scientific minds toiled relentlessly to unlock the secrets of atomic energy. As the chapter comes to a close, Oppenheimer stands at the precipice of history, preparing to lead his team into uncharted territory. The journey ahead would test the boundaries of science, morality, and human understanding. Join us in the next chapter as we delve into the intense and challenging road to Los Alamos and the monumental task of building the world's first atomic bomb. Chapter 4: The Road to Los Alamos. As J. Robert Oppenheimer embarked on the arduous journey to lead the Manhattan Project, the magnitude of the task ahead weighed heavily on his shoulders. The fate of the world seemed to rest on the success of this ambitious endeavor, and the responsibility was immense. In 1942, Oppenheimer relocated to Los Alamos, a remote and secluded location in the New Mexican desert. Here, a top-secret laboratory was established, shielded from prying eyes and potential espionage. The secluded setting provided the perfect environment for the scientists to work with utmost concentration and dedication. The Los Alamos Laboratory quickly became a hub of scientific ingenuity, with some of the brightest minds in the world converging to unravel the mysteries of atomic energy. The team was a diverse mix of physicists, chemists, mathematicians, and engineers, each contributing their expertise to the multifaceted challenge of building the atomic bomb. Oppenheimer's leadership style proved to be both inspiring and effective. He fostered an atmosphere of collaboration and open discourse, encouraging scientists to share their ideas freely. Despite the pressure and urgency of their mission, Oppenheimer believed that creativity thrived in an environment that valued intellectual exchange and nurtured a sense of camaraderie among the team. In the initial stages, the scientists faced numerous obstacles and technical challenges. The theoretical knowledge of quantum mechanics needed to be translated into practical engineering solutions. Progress was slow, but the scientists remained undeterred, pouring their hearts and minds into their work. Oppenheimer's vision and determination helped overcome the hurdles, and breakthroughs began to emerge. The successful test of the first controlled nuclear chain reaction at the University of Chicago, under the direction of Enrico Fermi, provided a glimmer of hope and bolstered the team's confidence. As the project advanced, Oppenheimer grappled with the ethical implications of building such a powerful weapon. He was well aware of the devastation that an atomic bomb could unleash upon humanity. At times, he questioned whether the ends justified the means, but the fear of the Axis powers gaining control of atomic weapons ultimately reinforced his commitment to the project. In the midst of intense work and mounting pressure, Oppenheimer found solace in moments of introspection. He would often retreat to the New Mexico desert, seeking clarity and perspective amidst the vast expanse of nature. These moments of reflection would prove invaluable in navigating the moral dilemmas that lay ahead. As the war raged on, progress at Los Alamos accelerated, and the scientific community anxiously awaited the day when their creation would be put to the ultimate test. In the next chapter, we will witness the culmination of years of research and experimentation, the Trinity test, a pivotal moment in human history that would forever change the course of warfare and mark the dawn of the atomic age. Chapter 5: Leading the Manhattan Project. As the Manhattan Project reached its critical stage, J. Robert Oppenheimer's leadership and determination became even more crucial. The scientific community at Los Alamos was on the precipice of an unprecedented breakthrough, the first-ever detonation of an atomic bomb. The Trinity test, named after a poem by John Donne, symbolized a moment of reckoning for humanity. On July 16, 1945, in the desolate New Mexico desert, the world held its breath as Oppenheimer and his team prepared for the historic event. Amidst the tension and anticipation, Oppenheimer was acutely aware of the immense responsibility he bore. The successful test could hasten the end of World War II, but it also meant unleashing a weapon of unimaginable power upon the world. The ethical dilemmas weighed heavily on him, and the words of Bhagavad Gita echoed in his mind, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." At 5:29 a.m., the bomb codenamed Gadget detonated with an astonishing explosion. A blinding light illuminated the horizon, and a mushroom cloud billowed into the sky. The tremendous power released in that moment signified the dawn of the atomic age, an age fraught with both promise and peril. The successful Trinity test confirmed the feasibility of the atomic bomb, and the scientific community celebrated their accomplishment. But Oppenheimer's heart was heavy with the weight of what they had achieved. The knowledge that humanity now held the key to unparalleled destruction haunted him. In the weeks that followed, Oppenheimer grappled with his emotions and sought solace in his work. The war was still ongoing, and the US government was prepared to use the atomic bomb as a means to bring a swift end to the conflict. On August 6, 1945, the world witnessed the devastating impact of the atomic bomb when Little Boy was dropped on Hiroshima, instantly claiming tens of thousands of lives. Oppenheimer was deeply troubled by the aftermath of Hiroshima, and the moral implications of the bomb weighed heavily on his conscience. He was torn between the desire to contribute to scientific progress and the realization of the catastrophic consequences of atomic warfare. The decision to drop a second bomb, Fat Man, on Nagasaki just 3 days later, further intensified the moral dilemma faced by Oppenheimer and his fellow scientists. While some argued that the bombings had hastened the end of the war, others questioned the necessity and urged for greater accountability and restraint in the use of nuclear weapons. In the wake of the bombings, Oppenheimer became an advocate for international control of atomic energy. He recognized the urgency of preventing a nuclear arms race and sought to promote the peaceful applications of atomic energy for the betterment of humanity. However, as the war came to an end, the political landscape changed, and Oppenheimer's fortunes took a dramatic turn. Accusations of disloyalty and communist sympathies led to a security clearance hearing in 1954, where Oppenheimer's loyalty and integrity were put to the test. In the next chapter, we will delve into the contentious security clearance hearing and its lasting impact on J. Robert Oppenheimer's life and legacy. Join us as we explore the trials and tribulations of a man who wielded immense power and grappled with the moral complexities of the atomic age. Chapter 6: Oppenheimer's Controversial Security Clearance Hearing. In the aftermath of World War II, as the world grappled with the implications of the atomic bomb, J. Robert Oppenheimer found himself at the center of a political storm. His past associations with left-wing intellectuals and political activism drew the attention of the United States government during the height of the Red Scare, the era of intense anti-communist sentiment in the country. In 1954, Oppenheimer's security clearance was called into question, and he faced a highly publicized hearing to determine his loyalty to the United States. The government accused him of being a security risk, raising concerns about his associations with suspected communist sympathizers. The security clearance hearing became a highly contentious affair, with emotions running high on both sides. Oppenheimer's former colleagues and friends rallied to his defense, attesting to his loyalty, integrity, and unwavering commitment to the United States. However, there were also voices that questioned his judgment and the wisdom of his past associations. During the hearing, Oppenheimer openly acknowledged his past connections with left-leaning intellectuals but maintained that he had never been a member of the Communist Party nor actively engaged in any subversive activities. He expressed remorse for his naivety in his younger days and emphasized that his sole focus had always been on scientific pursuits and the welfare of his country. The decision of Oppenheimer's security clearance rested on the judgment of the Atomic Energy Commission, AEC. In June 1954, the AEC issued its ruling, revoking his clearance and citing concerns about his associations and judgment. The decision was met with mixed reactions, with some viewing it as a necessary precaution, while others saw it as an unjust punishment for a man who had contributed so significantly to the nation's defense. The revocation of his security clearance dealt a significant blow to Oppenheimer both personally and professionally. It limited his access to sensitive government information and effectively marked the end of his direct involvement in scientific research and policymaking related to atomic energy. Despite the setback, Oppenheimer continued to contribute to the scientific community through teaching and academic pursuits. He remained committed to promoting the peaceful use of atomic energy and advocated for international cooperation and arms control to prevent nuclear proliferation. As the years passed, public opinion shifted, and the controversial decision to revoke Oppenheimer's security clearance came under scrutiny. Many recognized the injustice of the ruling and acknowledged the immense contributions he had made to science and the nation during World War II. In 1963, President Lyndon B. Johnson awarded Oppenheimer the Enrico Fermi Award, honoring his distinguished contributions to physics and his commitment to advancing scientific knowledge. The award served as a belated recognition of Oppenheimer's legacy and impact on the world of science. In the final chapters of his life, Oppenheimer continued to explore astrophysics and the behavior of neutron stars, pursuing his passion for scientific discovery until his death on February 18, 1967. In the following chapters, we will delve into the personal struggles and reflections of J. Robert Oppenheimer as he grappled with the profound consequences of his work, the enduring impact of the atomic bomb, and the complexities of being a scientist in a world forever changed by the power of the atom. Chapter 7: The Strain on Personal Relationships. The fallout from the security clearance hearing had a profound impact on J. Robert Oppenheimer's personal life, straining his relationships with family, friends, and colleagues. The public spectacle and the questioning of his loyalty left him feeling isolated and betrayed. Oppenheimer's once thriving social circles became fraught with tension and division. Some of his closest friends and colleagues distanced themselves, fearing guilt by association. He felt the weight of their disappointment and the loss of camaraderie that had once buoyed him during the challenging days of the Manhattan Project. Furthermore, the strain on his marriage to his wife, Catherine "Kitty" Puning Harrison, was palpable. The intense scrutiny of Oppenheimer's past and the accusations made against him weighed heavily on their relationship. Despite the difficulties, Kitty stood by his side, offering unwavering support during the trying times. Oppenheimer found solace in his work and his continued involvement in academia. He remained an influential figure in the world of physics, but the personal toll of the security clearance hearing never fully dissipated. Chapter 8: Legacy and Contributions to Science. Despite the setbacks and challenges he faced later in life, J. Robert Oppenheimer's legacy as a scientist and visionary endured. His contributions to the field of theoretical physics and his leadership in the Manhattan Project earned him a place among the most influential figures in scientific history. Beyond his scientific achievements, Oppenheimer's advocacy for the peaceful use of atomic energy and his calls for international cooperation in arms control left a lasting impact. He recognized the perils of nuclear proliferation and sought to prevent the world from descending into a nuclear arms race. In the decades that followed, the world witnessed both the positive and negative aspects of nuclear technology. The peaceful applications of atomic energy have brought significant advancements in medicine, energy production, and scientific research. At the same time, the specter of nuclear weapons loomed large, shaping global politics and security strategies. Oppenheimer's legacy serves as a reminder of the responsibilities scientists bear in the pursuit of knowledge and technological advancement. His experiences highlight the ethical considerations that accompany scientific discovery, and the need for vigilant oversight and accountability to ensure the responsible use of powerful technologies. Chapter 9: The Final Years and Lasting Impact. As Oppenheimer entered his later years, he retreated from the public eye, choosing a quieter life away from the spotlight. He continued his academic work, teaching and conducting research, but the memories of the Manhattan Project and the security clearance hearing remained with him. In 1963, President Lyndon B. Johnson presented Oppenheimer with the Enrico Fermi Award, an acknowledgement of his immense contributions to science. While the award was a symbol of recognition, it could not erase the scars of the past. On February 18, 1967, J. Robert Oppenheimer passed away at the age of 62. His death marked the end of an era, a life that had witnessed the highs and lows of scientific exploration and the transformation of the world through the unleashing of atomic energy. The legacy of J. Robert Oppenheimer endures, as his name remains synonymous with the dawning of the atomic age. His contributions to science, his leadership in the Manhattan Project, and his reflections on the ethical implications of scientific discovery continue to shape the discourse on the role of science in society. In the final chapters of this book, we will explore the enduring impact of Oppenheimer's work and the complex legacy of the atomic bomb. Join us as we reflect on the profound lessons to be learned from the life of a man who forever altered the course of history. Chapter 10, Reflections on the Atomic Age. The legacy of J. Robert Oppenheimer and the atomic age he ushered in continues to reverberate through history. As the world grapples with the consequences of nuclear technology, society confronts the profound ethical questions raised by the development and use of atomic weapons. Oppenheimer's own reflections on the atomic bomb were a mix of pride in the scientific achievement and a deep sense of responsibility for the consequences. He acknowledged that the bomb's creation was driven by the necessity of war, but he also recognized the immense moral burden that came with wielding such destructive power. Throughout his life, Oppenheimer remained committed to advocating for international cooperation and arms control. He believed that science should serve humanity's betterment, and he was a vocal critic of unrestrained militarization and the proliferation of nuclear weapons. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki had a profound impact on Oppenheimer's understanding of the consequences of his work. Witnessing the devastation and human suffering firsthand reinforced his conviction that nuclear weapons should never be used again. Chapter 11, The Complex Legacy. The legacy of J. Robert Oppenheimer is complex and multifaceted. He was a brilliant scientist who made significant contributions to the advancement of physics, and his leadership in the Manhattan Project played a crucial role in shaping the course of World War II. However, Oppenheimer's legacy is also intertwined with the ethical dilemmas of scientific discovery. The atomic bomb, while a triumph of human ingenuity, brought unprecedented destruction and raised questions about the responsible use of scientific knowledge. The security clearance hearing and the accusations against Oppenheimer cast a shadow over his later years, leaving a stain on his reputation that still sparks debate. The decision to revoke his clearance remains a subject of contention, with some viewing it as a necessary measure during a time of heightened paranoia and others as an unjust punishment for his past associations. Chapter 12, Lessons for the Future. The life of J. Robert Oppenheimer offers profound lessons for the future. As science and technology continue to advance, society must grapple with the moral and ethical implications of these advancements. The story of Oppenheimer underscores the need for responsible and accountable governance in the realm of scientific research and development. Moreover, the atomic age serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of unchecked aggression and the importance of diplomacy and cooperation on the global stage. The lessons learned from the development and use of nuclear weapons must guide humanity's path towards a more peaceful and secure future. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, the legacy of J. Robert Oppenheimer reminds us of the power and responsibility of scientific discovery. It calls upon us to remain vigilant in addressing the ethical dilemmas that arise from technological progress and to strive for a world where the pursuit of knowledge is balanced with compassion and a commitment to the common good. Epilogue: A lasting impact. The legacy of J. Robert Oppenheimer endures, not only in the annals of scientific history but also in the collective consciousness of humanity. His contributions to physics and the development of the atomic bomb have left an indelible mark on the world. Through the highs and lows of his life, Oppenheimer grappled with the complexities of being a scientist in a world forever changed by the power of the atom. His experiences offer profound insights into the nature of scientific responsibility and the human capacity for both creation and destruction. As we look back on the life of J. Robert Oppenheimer, we are reminded of the enduring power of knowledge and the responsibility we bear as stewards of scientific progress. It is our duty to learn from history, to confront the moral challenges of the present, and to work together to shape a future that embraces the best of human ingenuity while safeguarding against its potential dangers. The story of Oppenheimer's life is not merely a historical account but a call to action, a call to strive for a world where science is a force for good, where diplomacy triumphs over conflict, and where the lessons of the past guide us towards a brighter and more compassionate future. It is a legacy that continues to inspire and challenge us, inviting us to reflect on the profound impact of our actions and the choices we make as we navigate the uncharted territories of scientific progress and human endeavor.